All right, no BS. You want to know what a home inspection is and do you honestly need it? Keep on watching. Hey there guys, it's Riggs here, a realtor with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, bringing you all things real estate here in Central Ohio. Let's get into it. First question, what is a home inspection? Well, by definition, a home inspection is a limited, non-invasive examination of the condition of a home, typically in connection with the sale of a home. The home inspector will describe the condition of the home at the time of the inspection, but does not guarantee future condition, efficiency, or the life expectancy of any systems or components. So the next question I think you would have is, what does a home inspection cover though? And so I like to see it as three categories of things that home inspectors look at. One is the mechanical systems. The second is the structural integrity of the home. And the third is any health or safety related items. But then again, if you're like me, I like a bit more of an exhaustive list, so I got you covered. So here you're going to see a list that I've taken from the American Society of Home Inspectors, which is a respected professional association here in North America. And this is a running list of what they say a home inspector will evaluate when you hire them for that service. So the next question is, Riggs, do I honestly need one? And my answer to you, honestly, is yes. A home inspection is what allows you to have some assurance that you are making a sound investment. Here's what I can tell you. If you're buying a home, you had a lot of emotion in terms of when you walked in or your family walked in, you love that home. But that's an emotional decision. It's a feeling. If the walls could talk to you while they were in there and let you know what was happening, it might honestly change how you felt about that home. That's really how I feel a home inspection is. It's a person who is certified and professionally trained to be able to really help you know what is happening at the time of the inspection with the home. Now, what I love right now is here in Ohio, we just had Ohio Senate Bill 255 that was passed earlier this year, which requires home inspectors to have licensing. Now, I'm excited about this because as a realtor myself, I am required to be licensed. I have to have ongoing continuing education done, and I have a duty, a fiduciary duty to protect the public. And so does a loan officer, and so does a home insurance person as well. Home inspectors had a little leeway in my opinion, and so I'm thrilled to know that here earlier this year we have legislation that's put in place to require home inspectors to be licensed, to pass a national exam, and to have ongoing education. Now, with home inspections, I believe a good part of what they do is just on-the-job experience. The more inspections they do, the more familiar they become, the more things they're familiar with that they can tell you. But it is nice now that they're being held to a standard to protect you, the general public. So let's get into what can you expect at this home inspection. Well, first, let's talk about the cost because that matters. And for some people, that's what helps them determine if they're doing this or not. Now, I still think regardless of cost, you need to have this done, but to each its own. A home inspection is going to cost you anywhere from $300 to $400, and the price could be higher depending on the size or square footage of the house. Now, a home inspection is going to take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours of time for the home inspector to come in and evaluate all that I just shared with you. And again, it could be longer depending on the size and square footage of the house, but it could also be less time as well. Now, I get this all the time. Riggs, should I be there? And my answer is yes, you should. Now, I know we're all busy and you're thinking, how the heck am I going to just be there for 4 hours potentially of time? Trust me, I get it. I tell all my clients this. Look, let's call the inspector and see how long I think it's going to take for the home. In my case, most times it's about 3 hours. So I tell my clients, let's give the inspector some time to get all the exterior stuff done and to really get into a groove with inspecting the home. We always get there about an hour to an hour and a half before they're done so that we can just walk through the house, see if we notice anything now that we are looking through a different lens. And then obviously we have the time with the inspector there to go through the home, and they can talk through whatever findings they see, and we now have a visual. Because what's going to happen in 24 hours or 48 hours after the appointment, the inspector is going to send a report to you. And it's nice to see this comprehensive report that can be literally 40, 50, 60 or plus pages long, but it's really great to have a visual to go with the report as well. Now, if I can caution you on something, the inspector is hired to find things wrong with the home. So my tip here is please do not freak out if you have a report that's 100 pages long, and when you're at this summary meeting or you're at this inspection, they are going through 50 things. It's not as alarming as it may feel to you right now hearing it. They're hired to find things. What I like to tell my clients is we categorize what is major material things that are big dollars, and what are more cosmetic things, and what are seen as maintenance things. Because let's be real, cosmetic things are probably easy to fix. Maintenance things do not mean they have to be done right now, but should definitely be on your radar. But those material or costly items are things you're likely going to want to start considering negotiating if you're in a transaction to purchase a home. So again, don't freak out by the quantity or number of things. Focus in on what's material. What are some pretty big ticket expense items that you would have to tackle if you purchase the home. All right, let's talk about who do you hire and what should you be thinking about when you're looking to hire someone? And that right there, I think, is the best question you're asking. You just don't want to do a Google search and just choose the first one you see. I know a lot of us Google search, and if you're like me, I do check reviews just to see what folks are saying, because folks are honest in reviews and they will put it all out there. But I also put a lot of weight on what other people closest to me say. So if you're working with a real estate agent, ask your agent. We work with home inspectors every day. We can tell you some that we know are thorough, that are trained, that are professional, and do a great job of making sure that you feel comfortable with making this investment. But if you're not working with an agent, ask anyone that you know, that you trust, who they've used. You have to know someone who has used a home inspector, and we've got social media. In most cases, you can put something out there and you still will trust some of the recommendations that they may give you as well. But if you have to just go old school, if you will, and just Google search, just pick up the phone, call the home inspector, and ask them about their process. If they can just tell you about a home inspection and what they do and what they're looking for without missing a beat, that's a positive sign. But you also want to make sure that they are properly trained and they're licensed and certified, and see how many years of experience they have under their belt as well. Because again, in this space, the more they do, I think the better they get. So that's certainly important. See what rapport you have with them and then go from there. So there you have it. If this was helpful for you, in the comment section below, put #InTheKnow, because you feel so good now about knowing what to expect, what you need to do, and if you're going to have a home inspection done or not. Make sure you hit the like button too, so that I know this video was helpful for you. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you miss nothing that I post here about Central Ohio, because like I say, we are a community here. If you have any questions though, any concerns either, just put those in the comment section below. I'll certainly connect with you there. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay fabulous and productive, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.